no, they don't crush it. They just nail it to the rubbish, the rubbish station, and then yeah.
Okay, how many people think we take it to the rubbish station or the rubbish dump? How many people think we just throw it in the ocean? How many people think we just ship it to the mainland? Okay, Riley's right. What we do is, after the rubbish man comes and takes the trash, they do kind of smash it and compact it so they can take more, put more stuff into the, more trash into the truck. But then once the truck gets full, then they take the trash and they take it to the dump, or now the name they say is landfill, but it's kind of the trash dump or landfill. Where's the landfill on Maui that most people use? Anybody know where the landfill is? You know where the 8 Sinnes meal is in Punene, where you see the smokestacks?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little bit past, more toward Pukalani area. And so, you know when you take your trash, what do you think they do? Do you think they just dig a hole and they just fill it with trash? What do you think? What do they do with the trash? They fill it. They basically dig a big hole. We dig a big hole, and then we fill it with trash.
Yeah, and then
But we cannot. Yeah, and then we cover it. But we cannot just dig a hole and fill it with trash. We gotta prepare the ground. You know why you gotta prepare the ground?
yeah, to make more soil.
Well, because what happens is if you don't put anything underneath, when it rains or water hits the landfill, then all it goes into the ground, all the waste product. And so what we do is we get a hole like this. We dig this big hole, and they do what they line the landfill. And so you see this black thing. It's like this black plastic, basically. It's when it rains, all the water in the landfill kind of collects, and it doesn't go underneath. So it's basically like this layer that doesn't let the water go through. Otherwise, you know what happens if you let the water go through? It's going to keep going down to the earth, and it might affect our groundwater. So it's not only just digging a hole. You got to actually put some preparation into it, into the landfill. But that's right, Riley. So what we do is we dig a hole, and then we fill it with trash. But why do we cover it at the end of every day? Why you got to cover the trash? What are some problems that might happen if you don't cover? Yes.
It might fly to the ocean.
Okay, that's one. That's good. Fly away. What else?
There might not be any more trees.
Trees?
Yeah.
Where? In the landfill?
Right next.
Yeah, if there's like rubbish going all over the place. What else? One more guess. Another thing the other reason why we cover the trash at the end of the day.
Every
is so
day?
that, yeah, every
I never
day.
heard that. They actually cover it every day?
Yeah, the
Wow.
requirement is we have to cover it with 6 inches of dirt every day.
Wow.
One is because otherwise it's going to fly away. So we put this layer of dirt so that it doesn't fly away. Another is because all the birds are going to come and pick at the trash. You know, they're going to scavenge. They're going to try to get food and such out of the trash that if you just leave it on the ground. The other thing is not only birds, but what else? Rats. We could have rats come and pick at the trash. So every day, after this thing is done, we put trash in it. I have another picture. So what happens is, the rubbish man, after he comes to your house, he comes and he dumps it like this. And we have other equipment that go over it, and then we fill it with trash. So that's kind of basically what happens every day is you fill with trash and you cover with dirt. This picture kind of shows, it's kind of a detailed picture, but this kind of shows what we do to prepare the landfill down here. We got to put dirt, we put that black plastic, and we put more dirt. That prevents any kind of rainwater that comes down from going below the earth. And so, but basically what happens is the guy dumps the trash, we run over it with trucks, and then we put dirt over it. Does So that's kind of the normal process of putting trash in a landfill. But what is better than putting trash in a landfill? Why don't we want to do just throwing trash in a landfill? What did Auntie Lynn talk about? What did your mommy just talk about before? What do we do when we don't want to put stuff in the landfill?
It's stinky.
It is, but we put it in a land and then we cover it with dirt and we don't use it again. So what could we do instead? Okay, what do you call that?
Recycle.
Yes, you could recycle. So that's kind of one thing that you look at. What happens is you have what is called municipal solid waste or trash or whatever, right? So there's different things you can do with municipal solid waste. You can send it to a landfill like we just talked about. Or some other things we do at the county of Maui, on Maui, is we have this curbside recycling program where you can not only have a trash bin, but some people in Kihei, they also have 2 other bins in order to try to recycle. How many of you use the drop box? So like at UHMC or other places. Okay, what do you take over there?
Bottles.
What else? About cardboard or newspaper. Okay, so all that you're putting in there, you're able to, or somebody's able to reuse into something else. Okay, so you recycle that instead of putting it into the landfill. Right? So at least you can use that material again. So that's something else. And then at the landfill, we also do something that's called compost. What is compost, Riley?
It's like you dig a hole and like you say.
Basically what you do is you get like the organic material, the like your grass clippings or like different,
Yeah,
that kind